Revaluations of some Mecklenburg County homeowners seeing red. Good evening. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Alicia Barnes.
And I'm Morgan Francis. Homeowners want to know why they're paying more while businesses are getting a break. Queen City News chief political correspondent Emma Withrow is in the studio with the new details. And Emma, some big differences between residential and commercial here.
Definitely. The property value of many homes in Charlotte skyrocketed in the most recent reevaluation, but some of the swankiest country clubs in some parts of the same parts of town apparently lost value. So now it's up to the Mecklenburg County commissioners to lower property tax rates so homeowners aren't left out to dry while country clubs get off the hook.
When I heard that country clubs had their tax burden go down, and then when I heard that their taxes aren't based on the value of their buildings and the dirt that they dig the golf holes in, that isn't right and it's not equitable.
That's Kate Murphy. She showed up to the Mecklenburg County Commissioners meeting to speak her mind in front of the board, and the tax assessor, Ken Joyner. Joyner said the country club's decrease in value from 2019 to 2023 has to do with the different methodology used to calculate the value of these pieces of land. But Commissioner Mark Jarrell still has questions about the reasoning behind the formula.
The value of the dirt of one of my constituents that live in Greer Heights or Cherry or East Haven or anywhere else, the value of your dirt is more than the dirt at this country club, proportionally speaking, which I don't know if I'm necessarily buying that.
The income approach is used to calculate the value of country clubs, and the county uses the sales approach to calculate residential homes and land. To put things into perspective, Charlotte Country Club was valued at $22 million in 2019 and is now valued at $12.2 million in 2023, according to this reevaluation method.
But so you're telling me the values of the homes around the golf courses went up, but those 20, 30 acres, the value went down, where all over the county, the value of land has increased.
Joyner said this structure is part of a general statute, and commissioners would have to get the North Carolina General Assembly to change the law if they want to change this method. But commissioners do have the power to set the county's tax rate, and Jarrell is almost positive it'll be lowered to counteract the skyrocketing property values.
As we talk about the tax rate, I do think that it's going to fall precipitously, and so we've got to take a look at if there is going to be any level of increase based off of that revenue neutral rate.
So I spoke with the chairman of the board, George Dunlap, today, and he said the county's property tax rate's around 62 cents right now, and they're considering lowering it to 42 cents. But it's important to note, even if the county commissioners vote to lower the property tax rate, if your home value skyrocketed due to this reevaluation, you're still very likely to have to pay more in property taxes this year. So we'll just have to see what they come up with. Back to you guys.
Yeah, a lot of sticker shock there. All right, Emma, thank you.